With that, let me recognize Senator Duckworth for her questions.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for waiting on me. Admiral Paparo, so good to see you again. Good morning. It's welcome to you and your family, and congratulations on your nomination. And thank you for our wide-ranging discussion on Tuesday. Should you be confirmed, I look forward to working with you to deepen relationships and integration between the Indo-Pacific Command and Transportation Command. We had a good discussion on that. Transportation Command plays an important role in providing unique logistical capabilities to geographic combatant commanders like Indo-Pacific Command. Any conflict in the Indo-Pacific region would pose significant logistical and maneuver challenges for the joint force, further complicating TRANSCOM's already difficult mission. I will always be this committee's fiercest advocate for resourcing Transportation Command and ensuring that the command's hardworking men and women are able to do the mission in any circumstance. Admiral, if confirmed, how will you work with Transportation Command to ensure the two combatant commands' warfighting requirements and planning factors are integrated and supported by rigorous exercises and experimentation?
Senator, absolutely indispensable, this relationship. And the intellect, the energy, the drive, the expertise at U.S. Transportation Command at Scott Air Force Base, those relationships are absolutely critical. They must be honest relationships where we hold each other to account, in the best and most team-oriented way, but in deterrence, in competition, in crisis, and conflict. It is very likely the most important COCOM to COCOM relationship we have.
Can you expand on that with how you would ensure a unified and coherent plan to address the logistical challenges that forces operating in INDOPACOM's AO would face in a contested environment specifically?
As Eisenhower said, plans are nothing, planning is everything. Continued planning within the two commands is what builds the habits of mind and habits of action that not only allows the force to plan for every contingency, but to also execute against every contingency when every plan fails at first contact with the enemy. And so it's that habitual planning relationship, the critical thinking, the combining on a common vision of the operational environment, that consistent planning is that's going to deliver not just resilient plans for conflict across the spectrum, but also effective execution and teamwork when the unforgiving hour comes.
Thank you. I'm part of the teamwork that works in the Indo-Pacific region is the State Partnership for Peace program. It's really important to maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific. And I think it's a great opportunity that is existing that will enhance interoperability and strengthen our allies and partners in mil-to-mil engagement. Can you chat with us a little bit about how you would plan to use the National Guard's SPP program to strengthen both our relationships with our allies and partners in the Indo-Pacific, but also to just greater engagement and exercises as well?
Senator, across the Pacific, across the Indian Ocean, these state partnership programs have got tremendous leverage to build those partnerships, to build partner capacity for us to learn from each other. And one of the unappreciated benefits of the National Guard is that in addition to excellence in the military occupation specialty of each of the Guard service members, they also frequently bring to bear other civilian skill sets that just add value to the program. So in the Indian Ocean region, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, across the Southeast Asia, across the South Pacific, it pays dividends every single day, has huge impact on the ability of the theater to operate. And this, I say, just at the appreciation level as the PAC Fleet Commander. If confirmed, I'll learn even more and go even deeper into the state partnership program. But as Chairman Reed said, I've got a lot of experience with the National Guard, so kind of as a function of my time in Nuristan, so already a kind of a deep appreciation for what the Guard brings to the fight.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, would you indulge me with one last question on aeromedical evacuations? Thank you. Admiral, I would love to talk about medical evacuation of wounded during a kinetic conflict. I would love to hear about your ideas to leverage our allies and partners in the region to address INDOPACOM's medical care capacity constraint if there were a conflict in the region, because we talked at length about the tyranny of distance, and there's no golden hour because you're going to have to fight your way in to get the wounded, you have to fight your way out, and even Guam or Tripler is still hours and hours away.
Senator, through wide travel throughout the theater, over 37 years, just haven't had the honor of visiting so many places. And then among countries that actually have licensure here in the United States, we should be creative about how we're going to think about delivering care, particularly in environments with mass casualty among allies and partners. And so in addition to looking after our capability at our naval and our military hospitals, we should also be constantly gaming on our medevac capability, our CASEVAC capability, our CSAR capability, our getting patients to role 1, role 2, role 3 care, and being creative in the ways that we partner across the theater. And you mentioned in our office call the opportunities that could be gained from a partnership standpoint to train more deeply across that. And if confirmed, I pledge to work with you to bring that kind of creativity to bear against this. Really, our first duty as commanders is to look after our people.
Thank you, Admiral. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.